It is the same link. Guys, please tell everyone that we are using the same link for the last lectures, okay? For the last classes.
Mr. Yasin, the problem is the link it's not opening in some other students.
So the
They
fault
have
is
a
with
problem.
so if you could join.
Sorry to interrupt, but you don't need to open the link through an invitation. We already have you on Google Teams or Google Meet, whatever you call it. So they can join through the application.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is what the others did. Dania, Noor, how did you join the session, guys? Through the Google Meet or through the?
No, from the Moodle.
Okay, so it's already there, you know? That's why I didn't send it again, because it's the same link, you know? Let me answer Akam. Okay.
But Mr. I don't know. Again, Aisha said they unable to join meeting.
So Akam is saying the same thing. Like he cannot join it. Maybe the problem is with their. Let me see if I can share it again. The problem is with their software, or it's not up to date, or maybe they have problem with the browsers. I don't know. I'll try to share it. Okay.
Sorry. The link on the Moodle, it doesn't working. I copy the link and opening on the Google Chrome.
I'm going to send to Akam and so that he can share it with the rest of the group. I can see more students are joining, which makes me happy. Hello, Akam. Hello.
Hi, Mr.
I just sent you the link. Just to let you know, it's the same link. Okay, guys.
But we tried it, but say like there's something wrong with the link. But now from this link, I join it.
Okay, so could you please share it? Could you please share it with the rest of the students? Akam, please share the link in your group.
I did.
Whether it's Viber. Okay, thank you.
Sir.
Amazing. Okay. So let's start without further ado. Let me admit some new students.
Hello, everyone. Hello, sir.
Hello. Is that Ilaf speaking?
No, I'm Aisha.
Aisha, hello. Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir. How are you?
So some of you had difficulties joining our session, but I just sent the link. I just sent the link to your representative to Akam. So now you must all be able to join, hopefully. Okay. Anyways,
I sent it to the mixed group between group A and B. So now they must all see the link.
So now they don't have any excuses not to join. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So I hope that you can all see my screen, which is interchange. So guys, we are going to start because we are very late. So we will start, I think in the last class, we stopped on page 19 in your book. Okay. We will start with perspective, exercise nice. That's on page 19. Can you tell her, this is the title of this exercise. Now listen to the requests people make at the school where Mary Martin teaches. Complete each request with ask or tell. Okay? I'm trying to play the audio if I can. Let me see if I can play it.
Hello, sir. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still there. Yeah, I'm trying to play the audio. So in exercise number 9, so you're going to complete each request with the word ask or tell, okay? So if you can hear the audio, please let me know now, okay? I'm playing it now. Can you hear it now?
No.
Yes.
No.
We cannot
Yes,
hear the audio, but we hear you.
Okay, anyway, so then you can do it on your own, okay? Look at the sentences 1 to 6. Complete each sentence, each request with ask or tell. For example, in number 1, if you see Mary, can you her that
Tell.
she left, can you tell her
Sir,
that she
you
left her
can
phone in
share
my
my
car? Okay,
screen.
good. What about number 2? Who can try number 2?
Sir, please share
Mr.
your
Me.
screen.
Okay, let me share it again. Just wait a minute. So you must see now. So number 1, if you see Mary, can you tell her that she left her phone in my car? Okay, good. Aisha, what about number 2? Do we use ask or the verb tell? Which verb do we use? If you see Mary, number 2.
If you see Mary, could you ask her whether or not she's coming to the teachers' meeting?
Very good. If you see Mary, could you ask her if she is coming or not to the teachers' meeting? Good. Dania, number 3.
If you see Miss Martin, can you tell her if she's graded our test yet?
Can you tell her or can you ask her?
Can you
ask her?
Can you ask her
Yeah.
if she has graded our test yet? If she has scored our test yet? Okay, good. Mariam, what about number 4? Which verb do we use? Tell or ask?
Number
It is
4,
12. If you
if you
see,
see Mary, please
if you
tell
see,
her not to forget the student's report.
Dania,
Okay, so yeah. Number 4, if you see Mary, please tell her not to forget the students' reports. Okay, Akam, number 5. Do we use
if you see
ask?
Mary, could you ask her to find me, or could you tell her to find me?
Why tell? I think ask is the correct
Ask.
answer.
Yeah. I was at the beginning saying ask, but after that I said like tell her or ask something like that.
Yeah.
Sir,
So it's
sorry.
ask. If you see Mary, could you ask her to find me in the cafeteria after her meeting?
Sorry, sir, but it is not the same for this sentence. If you say tell her or ask her.
I mean, the meaning is the same, but it's more appropriate to say, could you ask her to find me in the cafeteria? It's kind of request,
like for this sentence, I know. Even if you tell her, it will be the same meaning, the same message.
It's the same, more or less, it's the same message, as you said, but it's more appropriate to say ask here in this context, you know? Number 6, Khadija.
Yes. Number 6, if you see Miss Martin, would you ask her what time I can talk to her about my homework? Ask?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Let's look at exercise B. Okay, this is related to the previous exercise. Who do you think made each request? Now we have 6 requests here. What do you think? Who made these requests? The school coordinator, another teacher, or a student? For example, in number 1.
A student?
Who? Okay, Aisha, what do you think? Who made this request in number 1? What do you think?
Just let me read. If you see
Do you think a school coordinator, another teacher, or a student?
No, it's a school coordinator.
Okay, how do you know it's a school coordinator?
If you see Mary, can you tell her that she left her phone in my car? So already, Mary, I think the student.
Okay. Fadi, do you agree, Fadi, with Aisha? Fadi, who made the request in number 1? It's probably another teacher, okay? It's probably another teacher.
Oh.
Okay, what about number 2? What do you think, Dania? Who made this request? Another teacher to Ms. Martin? A school coordinator or a student?
No, as a student, because they said if you see Mari, could you ask her whether or not? No, it's
about meeting, you know?
Yeah,
it's
a
a coordinator. No,
I think a school coordinator.
the school coordinator.
Yeah,
منسق, you know, coordinator, منسق.
yeah.
It's the school coordinator because they have meeting. So yeah, probably Mary and Ms. Martin, they are colleagues. Okay. What about number 3? Khadija? Who made this request, Khadija?
Number 3 is student.
Okay, good. Why? How do you know it's a student?
Because it's about graded test.
Exactly, very good. Number 4, Awaz. Who made this request? If you see Mary, please tell her not to forget the student's report.
Another teacher?
I don't think so. No, it's a school coordinator, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Number 5, Akam. If you see Mary, could you ask her to find me in the cafeteria after her meeting?
A friend or a student that
So another teacher, okay?
see her
another teacher.
Another
Okay,
teacher. I mean, it's about cafeteria, so do you think
so
like a student
the relationship is quite informal, so it must be another teacher, okay? This request should come, yeah, it must come from another teacher. Aisha, what do you think about number 6?
But like according to the
they're like colleagues, yeah.
okay.
Aisha, if you see Ms. Martin, would you ask her what time I can talk to her about my homework?
Of course, it's students because always homeworks for the students.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, guys, let's go to the grammar focus in exercise number 10. That exercise is on page 20 or 20, as Americans say. Yeah, let's talk about indirect requests. Very important topic. I know that some of you might dislike grammar, but grammar is the backbone of English. It's absolutely important to me. I don't know, some other teachers and some other students, they find it boring and frustrating, but I like it and I think it's important. What do you think, Fadi, about grammar? Do you think grammar is necessary to be a good English learner? Fadi? I think he's not there. Anyways, let's talk about this indirect request. Look at here, we have some sentences here. Some of them are statements, some of them are imperatives. Imperative means ordering, okay? Some of them are questions, yes, no question. Some of them are WH question. And then on the opposite side, we have indirect requests introduced by that. For example, if you look at this statement, Mary, you left your phone in my car. Okay, this is a statement. Okay? So if you want to make an indirect request using that, you can say, could you tell Mary, or could you ask Mary that she left her phone in my car? So we use the indirect request when we want to pass the message to the third person, okay? To give someone a message. كاتب معنا message بجاني بكسر كتير بكسر أنا indirect request بكارتيني. مثلا إستبون من أجر for example if Aisha says to me Sir, I left my phone in your car, for example. If I want to report this statement to Akam, I would say, could you tell Aisha that she left her phone in my car? Like this. I want to report, to give someone a message to the third party. Does that make sense? Indirect request. Okay. What about if you have imperative? Imperative manhabo. For example, Mary, don't forget the student's report. Don't forget is what? It's imperative. How would you make indirect request? Using infinitive. Infinitive means base, okay? To base. For example, this imperative. Can you tell Mary not to forget? Don't forget changes to what? Not to forget the student's report. Can you ask Mary, or can you tell Mary not to forget the student's report? Okay? Yeah. What about if you have yes/no question? For example, Miss Martin, have you graded our tests? If I want to report this, I would say, can you ask her, or can you ask Mary if she has graded our test yet? Look here. What's changed here? Have you graded becomes what? If she has graded. Because it's just indirect question. Okay? It's indirect request. Another example here. Mary, are you coming to the meeting? So you are, this is direct question. If I want to make indirect request, I would say, could you ask Mary whether or not she is coming to the meeting? Whether could you ask her whether or not she is coming to the meeting? Request again. What about if you have WH question? Mary, where are you having lunch? Indirect request, you would say, can you ask Mary where she is having lunch? Okay? Can you ask Mary where she is having lunch? And he said, Lera, كنت بلاين قران كاري بس verbo فرمانا verbo subject كده Are you having lunch becomes what? She is having lunch. Where she is having lunch. Okay. For example, another example here. Miss Martin, what time can I talk to you about my homework? If I want to make indirect request, would you ask her, would you ask Mary, what time I can talk to her about my homework? Okay. Now, let's take some examples down. For example, read the things people want to say to Mary. These are some things that people want to say to Mary. Rewrite the sentences as indirect request, then compare with a partner. Let's do number one together, okay? But number one, Mary, did you get my message about your phone? How do you make indirect request for this one? Any volunteer? Indirect request can you ask, could you ask, can you tell, would you ask, would you
can we say like could you please tell Mary that if she got my messages?
Very good. Yes, excellent. Why not? It's possible. You can say, can you ask Mary if she got my message about your phone? You can say, could you tell Mary whether she got my message about your phone? Like this. Good. What about number two? Who can try number two? Mariam. Use indirect request for number two.
Yes.
Mariam.
Mary, will you give me a ride to school tomorrow? Can you ask Mary if she can give me a ride to school tomorrow?
Excellent. Can you ask Mary if she can give me a ride? Exactly. Or you can say, could you ask me? Can you ask Mary? Could you ask Mary if she can give me a ride? Okay, good. If she will give me a ride to the school.
So
what does that mean?
Both of them is true?
All of them are true, yes. What does that mean? To give someone a ride. What does that mean? This is a very common expression. Please, I don't have my car today. Can you give me a ride to university? What does that mean? To give someone a ride.
To give him a car or something like that.
To give him something that could help him to reach somewhere.
Exactly, yeah. To drive him, okay, to a specific place. In American English, my car is broken. Could you give me a ride to the university? Could you give me a ride? Could you give me a ride? Yes, good. Number 3, Dania. Miss Martin, when is our assignment due? How do you make indirect requests?
Can you ask Miss Martin when is our assignment due?
Okay, when our assignment is due, not when is our assignment due, because this is indirect question, okay? In indirect question, we change the question to the statement, okay? And in Alain, can you ask Miss Martin, when is our assignment due? When our assignment is due, okay? This is very important. For example, you can say, where is the library? Where is the library? Structure where is the library? فرمانا كبيشي subject كاتي بيشي library ويا بلام أقدر become an indirect question. If I want to change this into indirect question, I would say, do you know where the library is? Nali, do you know where is the library? أو زور يعني gringa بزاني. Do you know where the library is? You don't say, do you know where is the library? No. Do you know where the library is? Because this is indirect question. Okay? Good. Ilaf, if you are there,
yes.
The next one, please.
Mary, why didn't you meet us at the cafeteria for lunch? You can say, would you ask Mary why she didn't meet us at the cafeteria for lunch?
Very good. Could you ask Mary why she didn't meet us in the cafeteria for lunch? Excellent. Good. Awaz, number 5.
Yes. Miss Martin, I want to be in class tomorrow night.
How would you use indirect request? You can tell Ilaf to pass this message to Miss Martin. But Ilaf bale أو بيامة بجانب Miss Martin. How would you do that?
Can you tell?
مثلا Ilaf, can you tell Miss Martin? Okay.
I want.
Okay. For example, Ilaf, can you tell or can you ask Miss Martin that
in class tomorrow night?
That I won't be in the class tomorrow night. Okay. Okay, good. Number 6, do we have, let me see others. Noor? Sorry, I didn't see your raised hand, Noor.
No problem, sir. Number 6, Mary, are you going to the school party on Saturday?
Okay, how do you make indirect requests, Noor, for this one?
Can you ask Mary, is she going to the school party on Saturday?
Yes, the time like you can say, can you ask or could you ask Mary if she is going or whether she is going? The time like if she is going or whether يعني آخو. Okay, whether she is going to school party on Saturday. Thank you. Aisha, next one, please.
Yes, Mary, please return my call when you get your phone back. Can you tell Mary, please return my call when she gets the phone back?
Can you say that again, please? Can you tell her? Okay. I know that's a quite long sentence.
Yes. Can you tell Mary, please return my call when she get the phone back? No. I
Yes,
know.
no. Okay. Any other idea?
Could you
Akam?
please tell
Okay.
Mary?
Could you please
Can I
tell?
answer?
Could you?
Yeah, Mariam. Oh. Let's listen to Mariam for number 7.
Like we can say, can you please tell Mary to just let me read it again. Please return my call when you get your phone back. Can you tell Mary, can she if she can return like call me back or to answer me back when she get her phone?
Possible. You can also say.
Could you ask Mary to call me back?
Okay, good. Could you
like
okay, you can say
better.
Could you ask Mary to please return my call when she gets her phone back? Yeah, exactly. All of them are true, actually, yes. Okay, what about number 8? Adi? Mary, have you received my wedding invitation? Pass this message to the third party. How would you do that? No answer. Dania, please. Fadi, yes.
Yes, mister.
Okay, Dania, go ahead, please.
Mary, have you received my wedding invitation? Could you tell Mary he received my wedding invitation?
Fadi, a better answer, maybe?
Just 1 minute. Could you tell Mary has received my
if she has received, could you tell Mary if she has received my wedding invitation? عادة عندي ماري بلايك وزانا ما دعوتنا مكين كيجيتو. Your voice is interrupted. I don't know. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah. Could you ask, or can you ask Mary if she has received my wedding invitation? Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Let's go to the our new unit for today. That was left from the previous session. But for today, we go to Unit 4, what happened, okay? So we will try to focus on how to describe past events, okay? And then we will learn how to tell stories. Telling stories is a very important part of our everyday life. So how do you tell the stories and how you describe past events is absolutely essential to know, okay? So first of all, we have some headlines. You know what a headline is, yeah? Headline, and it's there, headline of the news. These are some headlines from the news here. Okay. So try to read them. I will give you some time to read all the headlines. Okay, and then we are going to discuss some questions related to the news, okay? So I'll give you like 2 minutes to read these headlines, okay? Here you go. Yes. Okay, so let's read them together. Number one, what's number one about, Akam? This one, I mean.
What?
The first news story, the first headline, what is it about? Aisha, what do you think?
It's news. Several closed after. What's the meaning of this? I don't know. Packaging was
Suspicious package was found. Several streets closed after suspicious package was found. Suspicious means يعني doubtful, okay? يعني قمناوي مشكوك. Suspicious. If you are suspicious about someone, it means you are doubtful about his intention, okay? So it's about what?
I already said it's a news.
Okay.
It seemed like something that happened and we don't know exactly what's happening.
All right. Something is you are not sure. There's a package, okay? Someone has found it and you suspect that something is dangerous there, okay? Thank you. What about health? If you look at here, why weight loss isn't the same as being healthy? This is kind of related to health, okay? It's a kind, yeah. Then you have trending topics. The earth is getting warmer and the signs are everywhere. What is this news about? This headline?
The weather, and it's talking about future.
Climate change? Climate change,
climate change, yeah.
Thank you. What about here, science? Women need more sleep than men because they use more of their brains. This is also a science news. Art, the top-rated TV shows you need to be watching right now. What's the meaning of top-rated?
The most viewed.
Most viewed, most popular, yes, you can say. So what about the last one? Here are the 5 must-have apps for runners. Technology, yeah? Okay, so Mariam, which story would you like to read and why? This is just the headline. Which story would you like to read in more detail?
Health.
You mean this one, health?
Yeah.
Okay, why?
Because like I want to know about the healthy food and how to exercise.
Okay,
like
the effect
to know
on the
more
body.
information about it.
Okay, good. So Khadija, what types of stories do you usually read online? When you go online, what kind of stories are you interested in? What kind of stories do you usually read? Politics, sport,
Sir, I think Khadija have
science,
some
fashion,
problem.
technology.
I
Sorry?
think Khadija have some problem with joining.
Okay, so I think she joined us. Let me accept.
Yeah. She joined it, but now she cut it the I don't know why. Some problem.
All right. So what do you think, Dania? What kind of stories do you usually read when you go online? Fashion, technology, science, sport, art, politics?
Healthy, fashion, design. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. And do we have Ilaf there? Ilaf?
Yes.
Okay, Ilaf, where do you usually get the news? I mean, do you follow the news and where do you get your news?
No, I don't, but I just on social media and I don't search for news. Just I always want to read some science readings.
Okay. And do you think it's important to follow the news? What do you think? Do you think it's
Sometimes,
important?
yes. If you have, for example, the road is closed. If you have a news about it, you don't walk to this road.
Okay.
Or you know about word, you know about the problems, whatever you want to know about.
So basically, you know what's happening around you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And what kind of news is very popular nowadays, Akam? What's in the news now?
I mean, according to Kurdistan?
I mean, globally, locally, doesn't matter.
I think politic news is like so much popular.
I think
in Kurdistan, but for Kurdistan, there's only one word breaker. Like they every news about stickers or models are so popular here in Kurdistan.
Okay. Okay.
They break the record.
Okay. So Aisha, what do you want to say? Like you raise your hand and you want to add something.
Yes.
What kind of news is very popular, or what's in the news now?
Nowadays COVID-19 is very popular, and the vaccination. Yeah. If you see in the general. Akam, stop singing. Mute your mic.
Akam?
Yes.
We are not testing your voice, Akam. Please mute yourself if you do not want to speak. Okay?
I will mute my mic. Like around me is like so much people around me. That's why I must. Sorry.
Are you done, Aisha?
If you got me, yes, I'm done.
Okay, thank you. Fadi, you raised your hand, Fadi. Do you want to add something about your preference or your, let's say, favorite channel, or do you follow the news? What's very popular now? What's in the news now?
We cannot hear you, Fadi.
Well, Fadi, your voice is disrupted, you know? I'm sorry, Fadi, we cannot hear you properly. It seems that you have connection problem. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's go to the, I think Mustafa raised his hand. Mustafa, do you want to say something about the news? Do you follow the news? Your favorite channel? Yeah.
I think society is the most important in Kurdistan. Like my father is always watching Ruda or NRT. But anyway, I don't see anything about society because when I see the news, I always became sad.
Yeah.
I always only watch the news or video games and sports like wrestling or football or anything.
So do you think, Mustafa, do you think the media, the news channels, they are biased or not?
Sometimes, yes.
What does biased mean, guys? Does anyone know biased? B-I-A-S-E-D. Not to be professional, okay? To take side, biased. Do you think the news channels are biased nowadays, or they're objective?
Of course. Like I can't say this right now, but like a Ruda channel.
Okay, good, thank you. Now, guys, let's go to the perspectives, exercise number 2. Read what some people listen to on their way to work, okay? Which story from exercise 1 are they related to, okay? I want you to read, okay? We don't have listening, you know that. I had a problem with the mics. So try to read these stories, okay? which story from exercise 1 from here are they related to? Okay. So for example, number 1, what kind of story is this related to? Is this related to science, health, technology, okay, news, or what? Okay, Noor, what do you think about number 1? What kind of news is this related to?
The first story related to technology.
Yes, incredible app. Incredible means extremely good, something absolutely good. Okay, very good. What about number 2, Awaz?
Yes, it is about signing the human
It's about,
sleep.
It's about science, good. It's about science. It's about sleep deprivation. You know what a sleep deprivation is? It's a situation when you don't feel sleepy, okay? Like insomnia, you know, insomnia? Good. What about Akam number 3? Are you still there? No?
Shall I answer?
Yes, Aisha, go ahead, please.
It's about news.
Yes.
Yes,
Excellent.
it's written down. We just learned that police have closed it. You know, when we hear the police and it's directly news.
Yeah, very good, thank you. Now, we go to the grammar focus. Let's talk about past continuous versus past simple. So what is a past continuous and what's a past simple? We use the past continuous for an ongoing action in the past, okay? When we use it, we usually use past continuous with past simple, okay? Aten beko bakarden, past continuous and past simple. We use past continuous for an action that was in progress, that was continuous in the past. Go action bakarden, kala raberdu berdawam bo, okay? Okay, but we use past simple for an event, for an event that interrupts that action. Okay? كأو actioning قطع كرديا. بون منا أقدر درستك بكاري من while I was eating, my brother called me. While I was eating last night, my brother called me. Look at the first sentence. While I was eating is the past continuous. It's the longer action, but it was interrupted by a shorter action, which is past simple, okay? لكرديش بعد اللي كاتق نانم دخوارت دوينه بردوام ويشونيا كاتق نانم دخوارت لبرو كده past continuous إيشك لرا بردو بردوام an action that was in progress in the past. Then this action was interrupted by a shorter action by past simple, okay? مثلا he knocked on the door, our short action okay? While I was eating, he knocked on the door, okay? عادة بيكتبوا بكارين إنجليزي. Past continuous with the past simple, they are usually used together. Let's look at some examples here. While I was working out, it calculated how many calories I burned. Which one is past continuous? The first one. And this is the longer action. أو action درود رجكة أو action قطع كران action كثير بكاري كثير كpast simple. Okay. Another example. Asked scientists were doing research, and they were doing research. They were in the process of doing it. They discovered that women need more sleep than men. Okay, so this longer action was interrupted by the shorter action of past simple. The last example, a man was looking for his cat when he found a suspicious package inside a trash can. So which action happened first? In the last example, Ilaf. A man was looking for his cat when he found a suspicious package inside a trash can. So which event occurred or happened first? كم لمانا بيشتري كم زارو يداوا.
He found a suspicious package. This is the first action.
Okay.
The first action, a man is looking for his cat. Then he found the package.
Yes, exactly. So first he was looking for his cat. Okay, then he found a suspicious package inside the trash can. All right. So very, very important. And notice here, with the past continuous, we use the word while and as. Or sometimes we can use when, with both past simple and past continuous. لكل شوي هذا الله كاتك تلفون تكرد من نانا مدخوات زور ذا شو هاي هونيا okay كاتك تلفون تكرد من نانا مدخوات I was eating when you called me while I was eating you called me بيكو بكرر past continuous and past simple okay now let's practice a little bit about past continuous and past simple through some examples here. Look at A, and complete the stories using the past continuous or past simple form of the verbs, then compare with a partner. Bad memory, bad luck. Okay, let's do number one together. Marcia Murphy, do we use past simple or past continuous here?
Simple.
Donated. Marcia Murphy donated her old pants to a thrift shop. Okay. As he was walking.
As she was walking.
She was walking home. Okay. She did what?
Remembered.
She remembered. She left. Yeah? Yes. She left her $20 in her pants pocket. Okay. Who can do number two for us? Do we use past continuous or past simple?
Sir, if it's okay, can you repeat it, please? Number one.
Number one. Okay.
Yes,
Marcia Murphy.
only answer.
Sorry. So Marcia Murphy donated her old pants to a thrift shop. As she was walking home, she remembered she left $20 in her pants pocket. Did you get that, Aisha?
Yes, thank you.
All right. We cannot say as she was remembering, okay? She remembered as she was walking, okay?
No, because it's a past.
Exactly. What about number two? Maybe let me choose someone.
Could I do it?
Noor, can you do? I'll choose you next, okay?
Yes, mister. Jason Jason Clark was walking home one day.
Good.
When he saw a little puppy crying on the sidewalk.
Okay, sidewalk. Okay, so.
Sorry. So he stopped to help.
Okay, good.
As he was picking him up.
Okay.
And
as he was picking him up, what happened? A woman
came from nowhere screaming.
Good.
Stop that guy, he's trying to steal my puppy. Jason was ending up spending 3 hours at the police station.
Jason ended up spending 3 hours, okay, At the police station. Very good. Excellent. Let me repeat that, okay? For those of you who didn't get the right answer, let me repeat, okay? Jason Clark was walking, one day he was walking home, okay, when he saw a little puppy crying on the sidewalk. So he stopped to help. As he was picking him up, a woman came from nowhere screaming, "Stop that guy, he's trying to steal my puppy." Jason ended up spending 3 hours at the police station. Okay. Anyways, he has a good intention, okay, but then it ended up with a bad interpretation. Okay, thank you. Akam, number 3.
Okay, sir, but could you
Bad
please
right.
Could you please move the screen, the page?
Should I do what?
Roll the page down to see.
Okay, I'll.
Sir.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Just roll it down, please. Thank you.
Yeah, anyone can go ahead, please.
Dion Larson.
Your voice is.
It's not clear right now, sir. My voice.
It's cut off. You know, there's a connection problem with your voice. I don't know. It comes and goes every now and then.
Oh, let me change my internet. Sorry.
It's okay. You can do it now. Yeah, I can hear you clearly now. Yeah, please.
Okay. So Diana Larson was driving to work when she has a bad accident this year. Just to be safe, she decided to stay home on her birthday. Unfortunately, that night while she was sleeping in her apartment, the floor of her living room closed bit, and she fell into her neighbor's apartment.
We still cannot hear you clearly. Okay, don't worry, Akam. Thank you, Akam. Mariam, can you do number 3? Mariam?
In slow motion, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Which exercise, Mr. Yasin?
Page
Mariam?
3.
You're not ready, Mariam?
No, I'm just asking.
Then let me choose
which
Mustafa.
exercise?
This exercise, exercise 3, grammar focus on page 23 and 3, okay? A bad ride, a bad fall.
Oh, so should I read from the beginning?
No, just try to fill in the gaps here with the past simple or past continuous form of the verb.
Okay. This year, just to be safe, she decided to stay home on her birthday. Unfortunately, that night, while she slept in her apartment, the floor of her living room, I don't know this word,
collapsed,
and she fell into her neighbor's apartment.
Okay, thank you. Mustafa, can you do that again, please?
Okay, number 3.
Mustafa?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Number 3.
On her birthday last year,
Daniel Larson was driving to work when she had a bad accident. This year, just to be safe, she decided to stay home on her birthday, and unfortunately, that night, while she was sleeping in her apartment, the floor on her living room collapsed, and she fell into her neighbor apartment.
Good, thank you. Yes, correct. Okay, guys, I think we should stop here because our session is 1 hour long. So try to read the other exercises related to, you have the CD, I'm sure, in your book. Try to play it at home. Okay. Listen to, for example, page 24, exercise A. You listen to 3 news stories. Okay, look at the pictures. You number the pictures from 1 to 3. Okay, there's one extra picture. You can just ignore this one. So try to listen again in exercise B. Take notes on each story. Try to basically listen to what happened in each story, okay? Where did it happen? When did it happen? And what happened? Okay? You can do this on your own, I'm sure. I mean, the book that you have bought comes with the CD, okay? You have all the tracks and even the videos in the book. And then we will stop here. If you don't have any questions, we will end the session for today.
Can I say something before leaving? So the
Definitely,
marks, what
definitely,
about
yes.
the
Okay.
marks?
What kind of marks are you talking about? Like the midterm, the final?
The midterm one.
Well, I haven't scored the papers, Cam. You know, I'm super busy these days. Yeah, so I will hopefully try to score all the papers by the end of the week. Okay. So I will let you know about your marks. Okay, the midterm marks. Yeah. The exam was out of 30. You have 10 marks with me. I'll give you these 10 marks. Sorry. Yeah, Aisha, did you have a question?
Yes, what about reading and writing?
It's the same, again, this reading and writing is out of 30. You have 10 marks for participation, attendance, and we also gave you an assignment, remember? A paragraph. So yeah, we will give you marks based on these criteria, you know?
Can we forget about the assignment?
What kind of
We cannot forget about it. Why should we forget about it?
I mean, to help the students.
You can still send it to me online, okay? You can email me your assignment. It's still...
What's the paragraph about? Sorry, sir.
We can answer it now,
I think talk about the best friend.
Yes, that was in listening and speaking. Also in reading and writing, how to make a positive impression on your partner. I think you submitted your assignment. Some of you, Dania, Khadija.
Sir, it's okay if we submit now, we answer now.
It's okay, anytime, yes.
Okay.
Try to send it in 2 days, okay?
Sir, I think I remember some of students, we did this assignment.
Sure, yes. I know, yeah. I told you that I have good memory. I never forget anything. Some of you, you were one of the students. You submitted.
Could I make it a Word and send you in Viber?
You can do it as well, yeah. That's fine.
Okay, thank you, sir.
But do not copy. Try to write it yourself, okay? I want you to know your
Did I ever copy
level.
anything, sir? Did I ever copy anything?
Okay. Thank you.
Teacher?
Yes, please.
I think I gives you the topic, but I didn't know.
I know.
I didn't know what is.
I know, Mustafa. You gave me. You submitted your assignment.
Yes. But I don't know. It was listening and speaking or reading and writing.
It was for reading and writing, not listening and speaking.
I should attempt now for listening and speaking.
Yeah, try to do for both, okay? Because you have 10 marks.
And listening and speaking is about what? It's about good friends.
It's about. Let me say it again. If you go back to page in Unit 1, you have a writing task. Okay, on page 4, exercise 7.
Sorry, Mr. I remember we had 2 assignments about the writing paragraph, how made a good impression of good friend or a classmate, and the second one about a good friend.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So, Mustafa, for listening and speaking, the assignment is on page 4,
Yes.
exercise 7.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't need to again. And gives you
If you submit it, you don't have to submit it again.
Okay.
Why do you waste your time and your effort? You don't have to. فايش هناك جهد مثلا كانت دوباره صرف كيو. If you submit it, that's it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. So I'm going to end today's meeting. If you don't have more questions, have a nice time and enjoy your day.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, Mr.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.